Select it, press H, show it. If I zoom in, fall off needs to be more gradual. Edge mode, double tap. Hold shift, double tap. Press R, press 3. So it's pulling down, but still not enough for a softer fall off. So I'm gonna just press R, then I'm gonna pull down. See how it follows? Before, after, before, after. Alright, not bad, not bad. Edge mode, double tap. So this is this one. Hold shift, double tap, press R. I'm just gonna pull down like that much. So before, after, before, after, before, after. I just pulled it down with the scale, the top thing. That makes it more of a fall off, and then it coincides with the spacing. The proportional fall off, it goes hand in hand with the spacing of the edges and faces. I don't know how or why, it's just the way it is. That's how the computer algorithm dictates things. So you could definitely see that nice fall off. Alright, I'm happy with that. Then vertex mode, grab all of this. Hold shift, drag and grab all of that. These are all vertices. Only grab the top and the bottom. Press R. I can't do that because it's gonna invert. It's gonna stretch it out in a bad way. So I do wanna make it taller. How do I do that without doing this stuff? Making it more round. Maybe I'll just pull. If I turn on symmetry Y, that doesn't work because it's a glitch. So fuck it, I'm just gonna grab this. I'm just gonna pull it up like that much. Right click, object mode, Alt 5. I like this better. Before, after. Alright, so I like that. What I'm gonna do is right click and hold, edge mode, double tap, shift, right click and hold, delete edge. If I were to just press the backspace, it looks normal, but if I go to vertex mode, it leaves behind this, which it's not too bad because I can just press backspace. Right, so I'm showing two ways of deleting things. Object mode, delete history. Then I'm going to shift right click and hold, insert edge loop option box. Make sure that this is only one. on this vertical line. I'm gonna click and place it right in the middle. Press W. Right click, object mode. It leaves behind where the faces are faceted. This happens when tweaks are done. So I know this is not a hidden error, because if I press 3, it looks completely normal. What I want to do is to use the soften, harden edges. But first, let me hide some of these. Let me get rid of it. I want to show how to put the poly count here. Display, heads up display, poly count, Control Shift, left click. Now I want to show where the soften, harden edges are. Mesh display, soften, harden edges, option box, Control Shift, left click. Click that. So I can choose. Typical numbers are, say, 30 degrees will give a more round shading approximation. Apply. Maybe it's not enough. So I select it. Instead of going in here, I want to go in here. Set to 40. Bingo. Still leaves behind some of this weird looking shading, which is fine. Maybe I'll use 50. Doesn't do anything. Maybe I'll use 60. $80. Doesn't do anything. Let's make it 40. Just keep it at 40 and then Control Shift S. 07. Alt 5. Good. Press 3. Alright, nice. Okay, so I got that out of the way. Everything looks good. Now it looks kind of fat. I mean, it matches pretty nice. So I'm thinking vertex mode, grab all of this and then I'll go set to object Z, then I'll go here. What if I pull before, after? What if I were to just, maybe instead of pulling, I'll slide it. Sliding is much more different. It's very unique. Control Shift Slide. See? It maintains the curvature versus just pulling, it just pulls it in. There's a huge difference. I have the midline not touched, only the outer areas here and here. I think what I'll do is I'll slide it. Control Shift. Oof, no. Control Shift and before, after. Before, after. Before, after. So I paused the video for a bit. I don't know what happened. I did this. Why did it do that? What the okay, so undo. Undo. Huh. What the hell was that? That's so freaking weird. Huh. Whatever. Probably just a visual glitch. Alright, so this looks good. I gotta be mindful where. Alright, so I know that I need to have this cut line. And I don't have any lines here that I can work with. I could work with this line. That line is this line. Okay, so that works. This is fairly close. I could use this line. I'm not gonna pull it in. Okay, so that'll still work. Alright, and this line here, I can do it to the extrude and so I gotta make this, which, okay, I'm gonna do this. Pull up the hyper shade cue ball looking thing. Close that. In here, I'm gonna press tab, type in AI standard surface, press enter. In here, I click once. I'm gonna name it grid. I don't know, red's color strip, red color strip. Base mode. Then I'll grab like that one, I hold shift, I left click, hold shift and click, holding shift and click, shift and click. So I'm gonna mark color to remind me that to be wary of this. Damn. Okay, so I gotta be wary of that. I have to kind of plan ahead. Troubles me. Yep, this troubles me. Right here. With those faces selected, here I'm gonna just right click and hold, assign material to viewport selection. So that's what that is. I I select it, attribute editor, base color, double tap, change it more red. Specular, the shininess, drop it down to nothing. Close, right click object mode. Alright, so now I have a visual marker. I need to make this a straight line. Control Shift S. Alright, so from here I'm gonna multi-cut. Here's the front, right side. So that's gonna be going across like that. I need to make sure that this happens here. So object Z is on, and click snap, and then click, something like that maybe. Just eyeballing it. Click that. Press W. Vertex mode. Maybe I'll try to pull it this way. Before, after. Before, after. Just pulling it straight. Pull it straight. Pull it up. Shift, right click and hold merge vertices, target weld. So again, that is from here, merge vertices, don't let go, choose target weld. And if I just snap it, I could have just probably easily just move it out, but yeah, see, it still smooshes it in. Alright, so this is okay. What I'm gonna do is from here, object mode, for it to go and Control Shift S, save it, and then I'll grab this, grab this. This also needs to be split. I could go down like that. That's gonna make issues. How did I freaking make this again? If I pull this, it's gonna screw with it. So if I go edge mode, grab that, and that, press 4, press 5, press W, Control Shift, I gotta deselect this. So it's only this. Control Shift and slide that on there. I'll deselect that, holding Control, deselect. Holding Control, deselect, so it's only this. Control Shift and slide. It's pretty straight. Then I'm gonna now select this and then select that. That way I have better control of grabbing and like that. That's gonna screw with that now. Or maybe I'll leave that alone. Right, I'll leave that alone. And then instead, Shift right click and hold multi-cut option box. Make sure this is set to 1, everything else is reset. Set to 1, close, Object Z. And then zoom in, click, snap. And then just kind of eyeball it. Okay. Backspace. Gonna try to coordinate it from looking here and here. Click and drag. Nope. Here, click. Okay, so click right there. Good. Alright, here I'm gonna go and why don't I just make a, if I make a stiff line, Alright, so if I make a, if I undo, right click object mode, shift right click and hold multi-cut. If I just hold shift out here, left click while holding shift using the multi-cut, holding shift, can just kind of right there. That's a